Hi, I'm Mary with Mary Ann Boutiques, and today I want to show you how to make a burlap floral wreath using a grapevine base, some burlap ribbon. It's 2.5 inches long. I'll be using a bow dabra because I'm going to put a bow on the wreath, and then some floral accents or picks. So to start with, I'm using a Fisker's mat to kind of measure out my bow, and I'm using a bow dabra. Bow dabra is an excellent tool. If you've never used it, you should try it. I like it and the Pro Bow, but today I wanted to use the bow dabra since I'm just using this one piece of burlap. So to use the bow dabra, you got to put your floral wire down through the bow dabra in a vertical, I guess you'd call it, angle. And then you take your burlap ribbon, and I've already cut a little V notch in for the tail. I'm just going to slide it, kind of pinched a little bit first, and I'm going to slide it right down into the bow dabra. And I want it to be about 3 inches longer than the base. So that's about right there. If you want to measure it, perfectly, this Fisker mat's great for that. So I've got my edge here set on the 20 mark, and I can go out to 23, and then I know I've got about the right length. So I've got 3 inches out, and then same on this side. Measure about 3 inches. I'm going to do a loop. And then right where it comes back into the bow dabra, I'm going to pinch it, slide it down. I'm going to make another loop. This one, all I have to do is go to the end of my bow tail. That's how long it is. I'm going to do a pinch, slide it in. Do another loop here, same length. I'm going to pinch it, slide it. Just kind of even out to make sure my loops are the same on each side. I've got one more over here to make. Measure it, pinch, bring it down. Okay, so I've got my first set of loops. There's 2 on each side. Then I'm going to move in a little bit, make the next set of loops a little smaller. Doesn't have to be real small, but smaller than these. So coming in about 1 inch, looks like. Just going to pinch it, push it down. Again, just pinch it. Looks like it's in about 1 inch. Push it down. Then I'll make another set of that, exactly about the same size. And I can just kind of measure it, holding it like this. So I pinch it up here, push it through, kind of line up my loops again, make sure they're about the right size. Same over here, pinch it, push it in. Now if you want to make sure that your loops on both sides are the same, all you have to do is lift your loops up like this against the bow dabra. You can see they're about the same. So I'm going to do one more set like that. I'm going to bring it in about another inch this time because I want it to be a little shorter. I'm going to pinch it, bring it down. Bring it in about 1 inch, pinch it, and then finish up my final set of loop. One on that side, one on this side. And then again, I've got my tail cut there. So after that, all I have to do is bring up my floral wire on each side and then just tie it. I'm going to leave a little extra because I want to be able to tie it around the wreath so I can add the bow on. So I'm going to pull it tight. since this is burlap ribbon, it's not the easiest to work with. It's good to, get it pretty tight. I'm going to wrap it around the bottom, and then I'm going to tie a knot. After I've got it as tight as I want it to be, which is as tight as you can get it. And my knot. Okay. Now I'm going to poof out my ribbon just by starting with the bigger ends, pulling them out one at a time. And go this one this way, this one this way. This one is going to go the opposite direction. This one's going to come over on this side. And since it's burlap, I'm going to have to give it a little bit of a tug to get it there and to keep it there. And like the smell of burlap, kind of reminds me of growing up on the farm. And then so get my last two loops straightened out. Then kind of poof it. Sometimes you really got to work on these to get your bow to look just right. Okay, and there's my burlap bow. I want to set my bow directly on the wreath. And then I'll use this floral ribbon to tie it. So once I know about how much floral wire I need, I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to tie. This is another one you want to get really secure. It doesn't always do what you want it to. Pull it tight, put your finger there, make another knot, pull it tight again, and cut off your extra floral wire. So I got a good start to my wreath. I'm going to take some more burlap ribbon, and I was thinking about kind of looping it around like this. So this first piece is going to get pinched and then tucked under here and glued. I'm just showing you now, I'm not actually securing it. Second one will go about there. The third loop there, and so on around the wreath. So to do that, I'm going to use some floral wire, some green floral wire. It's a little different than the last floral wire I used. And you can get this at Walmart. Just go online and we'll have the affiliate links for all these products listed on the bottom of the video. But you just pull off what you're going to need. I don't need that much, but I do need to fasten it to the wreath, so I think I might use that much. So I'm going to pinch this together. I want to put a little glue on the end of it. Use my glue pot over here just to keep it together. And then I'm going to take my floral wire and right in the middle of it, tighten it. Wrap it around twice and then twist it. I got a little glue there and a little wire. I should keep it pretty secure. I'll lift up my bow. I'm going to stick it right under the center of my bow. Lift up the tail. Then I want to wrap this floral wire around the wreath until it reaches, each end reaches each other, and then I'll just twist. So I've secured it in 2 different ways there. I've put glue on it and I've used floral wire to hold it in. So I'm going to be using quite a bit of this floral wire. You notice the wreath has kind of a stronger vine that wraps around it in certain spots, and I'm going to use those to attach my ribbon in the places that I want it to loop. So I'm going to cut a little piece of ribbon, or a little piece of floral wire. I'm going to pinch my ribbon. Again, I'm going to hold it tight, wrap it twice. And I'm going to go underneath the thicker vine. And then I'm going to pull it tight again. And I'm going to twist. Same with this one. Try to get about the same size loop. Got about a 5-inch piece of floral wire. Pinch my ribbon together. Wrap around twice. Then go underneath the vine, pull it back up, and then twist. This one went a little smoother. Get it secure. About right there. And pinch it so I know where my mark is. Get my wire. Pinch it tight. Wrap it twice. And then take the floral wire and go under the grapevine again. Fasten it. I'll come back and cut these little ends off after I get it wrapped. I'm going to skip this one. You can see the grapevine that wraps around. It's a little bit close to that one. I think I'm going to skip it and jump right to this one and then underneath the wreath. Actually, maybe I will use it. It's going to be a short. Yep, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and use it. It's going to be a short little loop, just as long as I get it about the same height. Gather my ribbon together, pinch it, take my floral wire, wrap it around twice, pull it tight, put one end underneath the grapevine. Pull it back up. And then fasten it by twisting it tight a couple times. Okay. Another loop here. They're not going to be real evenly spaced, but you know, nothing in life is perfect, so yeah, I think it'll turn out nice anyway. Wrap it twice, put it under the grapevine. Pull it tight, and twist it. And then I'm just going to make one last loop. I'm going to pull it on up underneath the bow. Again, pinch a ribbon, wrap the floral wire around twice, get it tight. I'm going to cut this off here. Let's see what I got. Okay, so I've got it pinched. I want to glue it so this end won't come apart. So I'm going to cut it even closer. Stick it in my glue pan. Just get that in so where it's all glued to each other. And then stick it under my bow, just like I did the other one. I'm going to find a part of the grapevine here. This is a little trickier because I've got it underneath the bow. And then twist after I get it underneath the grapevine. Twist it tight, and then there. That's my last bow. So now I want to add my floral accents. I'm going to kind of poof out my bows. Oh, and first I don't want to forget to come back and cut these off. And it kind of helps to tuck them down and underneath the ribbon because you don't want anyone to touch it and get poked. So I kind of make it face down, go into the wreath under the ribbon. Sounds like it's raining outside. Had some crazy weather this year. Okay. Let's get this one. Alright. So then I'm going to come back and kind of poof out my ruffles. My burlap ruffles and kind of let them lay down. Then I'm going to take my floral accents and I'm going to put them right here in the center of the poofs. Like this. So, since I haven't planned it out yet, I do want to kind of lay these out. See what I want to do every other one, a different. Because I have two different floral picks, but they're both burlap and they're both cute as can be. So I think I'm going to go every other one. And just play around. If if you have something like, you know, a pick or whatever, just kind of play around, see if you want to put 2 there, 1 there, whatever. I think these are very pretty. Just going to stick with the one. Okay, there's a couple ways I can do this. I can glue it, bury the pick, and then set up like that. Or I can cut the pick and then glue it on. I think I'm going to do this. I've got a little bit of room here to, I'll show you what that looks like. So I've got the pick coming down through there. I'll put a little glue there before I'm done. But that should hold it pretty secure. So I'm going to pull this back out. I'll start with this one. I'm going to put a little glue on the end. I'll start it down into my vine. And wrap it so the glue is actually in the vine. So I have glue right there. Then I'm going to come back later and put some glue there with a hot glue gun. Hot glue gun. I'll get it plugged in now. Okay, so I'll do this one next. A little glue on the end. Shove it down in the floral wreath. This to lay right on the loop. Going to my next pick. This one has a little bit of the tag left on it still. Need that. Not so sure I like it going that direction. Maybe this way would be better. Yep, that will work. I'm gonna go with my next one. And then finally my last one. Okay. So I have a minute. I have to wait for the glue gun to finish heating up. So I'm going to finish fluffing out the bow, making the ribbon look good. I think it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and add a little tie there. So I think I'll do that. Sometimes you just got to play with it until you find out what you think looks the best. So I'm going to pull off a little wire. And make my loop stick up a little bit. Pinch it. Go under the grapevine. Oh, you know what I forgot? To wrap it around. So I really need to wrap it around and hold this pinch into place where I've gathered it. Okay, there we go. One more time and then I'll go into the grapevine. I'll have one end over here, one end over there, and then I just twist them tight. Cut it off, Tuck it under. We don't want anyone to get hurt, get poked. And then I think I may put one more of my floral accents up here. Right about there. Okay. So then I'm going to take my glue gun. I'm going to lift up this floral accent right where the back side of the pick is. I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to push it down, and it's going to lay right on the spot where I've gathered my ribbon. Just hold it down for a second. So you can see, going up right here, over there. Sometimes you might have to push it around and maneuver it to get it to where it's sitting where you want it to. Okay. Do this one. That one's already sitting pretty much where it needs to be. Again, you can kind of mess with these and, you know, spread them out if you want, or they're really pretty. And the last one, push it down, hold it for a second. That's the last one on that side. I'll come back and do some of these. This side. And you can be liberal with your glue. The goal is for it to stay in place. That glue gets pretty hot, so be careful. And if you think that it may not hold as well as you'd like, you can always get your floral wire out and secure it. Which is what I think I'm going to do with this one. Just to make sure it stays in place. Just going to wrap some floral wire around it. I'm going to go around that grapevine area. Go underneath the grapevine, pull it back up, and then pull it tight, and then twist it. So that way it won't slide or move or anything. And then this is the last one. My hot glue gun. Alright, and there we have it. One burlap wreath with floral accents, even with burlap floral accents. Alright, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and hit our subscribe link. Thanks.